The word Zion has meant many things: city of God, Silver City, but I believe it perfectly describes Zion National Park. And since it is summer and I personally have gone to the park, I believe I'm perfectly capable of talking about the history of Zion National Park, the origins of the park, its current status, and what it might have to deal with in the future. Now, with that out of the way, let's discuss the origins of the park. Zion was not always the name of the park. In fact, according to Byron Anderson's review of Zion Canyon, a story land by Greer K. Cheshire, written in 2007, the natives of the land, the Paiutes, used to call the place Tuini Nadivipi, or storied land. It was also referred to as Mukuntuip National Monument. And a man by the name of Isaac Behunin used to call it Little Zion. Also, the park was not always a park. According to Thomas G. Alexander's 2003 article, Red Rock and Gray Stone, Senator Reed, the establishment of Zion and Bryce Canyon National Parks, President Taft used the Antiquities Act of 1906 to turn the canyon into a monument, hence the name Mukuntuip National Monument. This monument used to encompass around 15,840 acres. And the only reason it was changed from a monument to a national park is because of money. Huge tourism made this place very popular. And so in 1918, the name was changed from Mukuntuip to Zion because most people called it Zion. And in 1919, the monument was expanded and turned into a national park by Congress. So with that out of the way, let's discuss the current status of the park. Currently, the park has been following standard COVID-19 regulations, meaning that you're not allowed to be 6 feet next to each other. And also, the park itself, according to Ali Baltrous's 2020 article, Zion National Park, Updated Response to COVID-19, effective March 20th, 2020, Zion National Park will be closed to camping. Meaning that no one is allowed to camp in the park as of right now. Secondly, the park has been dealing with fires. According to Seth M. Munson's 2015 journal, Repeated Landscape Scale Treatment Following Fires, in 2006, a fire burned through the Kolob Terrace, burning exactly 17,632 acres of land. This fire is assumed to be man-made. But there is a positive. According to the article, the non-native grasses of the terrace have actually burned away, allowing the native plants to return. Close monitoring of the terrace as of right now shows that the grasses are decreasing, and herbicide has helped in that effort. So with that out of the way, let us discuss the future of the park. So as of right now, and probably what will continue into the future, human involvement has altered the natural flora of the Virginia River. In fact, the local algae and cyanobacteria levels have changed dramatically. To paraphrase Tom Smith's 2009 journal, Impact on the North Fork of the Virginia River, hikers have, because of an increase in hikers near the Virginia River, there's been a decrease by 21.2% of algae near of the river and an increase of cyanobacteria by 21.8%. It is deduced that the hikers' influence has somehow altered the area, meaning that only cyanobacteria seem to be able to prosper here, while algae has been slowly dying out. This change is still happening, and while it has not caused any damage, it could cause more damage in the future, since according to a journal written in 2020 by John C. Bergenstrom, What Does the Future Hold for U.S. Park Visitation? Park visitation is only going to increase. According to this journal, the park has increased since 1904 to 2016. In 2016 alone, 83 million people visited the park, and by the year 2026, 89,751,582 visitors will have visited the park. So because of this, it's easy to assume that the rest of the park will also be altered by the increase of human intervention. And to quote the journal, if the quality of the park is changed due to inadequate preservation efforts, it will limit the enjoyment of future generations. So, since we've discussed its future, let's go over the main points. In this, I've discussed the history of Zion National Park, its origins, where it is now, and where it could be in the future. This place is incredibly beautiful. It is not something that can easily be described with words. It is something you have to see for yourself. And so, even though I have discussed the history of Zion National Park, these photos alone don't even encompass the full beauty of the place. So if you ever do visit, follow the guidelines, do as they tell you, and preserve it for future generations, because everyone deserves to see this incredible place, and hopefully with its history, we can help preserve it.